We're diving into a particular gem from the 1990s, the 1994 P Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar. What's the history behind it? What makes it so valuable? And why are some of these quarters worth millions? Stick around, because you won't want to miss this. Part 1. A casino transitions to a historical timeline showing major U.S. events in the 1990s. Let's set the stage. The year is 1994, and the U.S. Mint produced millions of these Washington quarters. They're part of the famous Washington Quarter series, which has been in circulation since 1932. But what makes the 1994 P Mint Mark coin so unique? Cut to a close-up of the coin. The P Mint mark, indicating the Philadelphia Mint, is a key identifier for this series. In 1994, the U.S. Mint struck over 500 million quarters, but few people know that some of these 1994 P quarters are now highly sought after due to certain rare varieties and minting errors. Cut to a close-up of various 1994 P quarters showing off fine details, followed by a zoom-in on a quarter with a visible error. While the 1994 P Washington quarters weren't originally seen as anything extraordinary, some of these coins have emerged with minting errors or rare features that make them extremely valuable. One of the key factors that determine the value of a quarter is its condition. A coin that is in proof or uncirculated condition, especially if it's free of scratches, dings, or wear, can command a higher price. Scene transitions to an expert examining a 1994 P quarter under a magnifying glass. Let's talk about error coins. Among the 1994 P Washington quarters, there have been reports of unique errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, and die clashes. These errors can cause a coin to skyrocket in value. Cut to footage of a coin auction with the price flashing on screen. In fact, a 1994 P Washington quarter with an off-center strike was sold for over $50,000 at an auction just a few years ago. But that's not the only reason these coins are worth so much. Let's talk about another exciting reason. Scene transitions to a coin collector in front of shelves filled with coins. Another huge reason for the growing value of the 1994 P Washington quarters lies in the collectible market. Collectors are always searching for rare and unique coins, and the 1994 P has become one of those highly prized items. As coin collectors continue to refine their collections, they're looking for higher quality pieces, and a 1994 P in mint condition, especially with rare errors, is considered a treasure. Cut to footage of a coin grading professional assessing a quarter with a scale. So, how much are these coins actually worth? If you have a standard 1994 P Washington quarter in average circulation condition, you're looking at a value of around $5 to $10. But if you've got one with a minting error or in pristine condition, the value can easily jump into the thousands. For example, one specific 1994 P Washington quarter, known for its off-center strike, fetched an astounding $200,000 at auction. Now that's a big return on a coin you might have just thrown in your pocket. List of key points appears on screen. Off-center strikes, double dies, and die clashes are big indicators of rarity. Coins in mint or uncirculated condition will fetch a higher price. Having your coin professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC can increase its marketability and value. Scene transitions to the narrator holding a 1994 P Washington quarter. Who knew that a simple 1994 P Washington quarter could become a treasure worth millions? With its historical significance, the potential for rare minting errors, and the booming collector's market, it's no wonder these coins are becoming more valuable every year. If you have a 1994 P Washington quarter, it's time to take a closer look. You might just have a rare find on your hands. Be sure to get it checked out, and you could turn a small investment into a big payout. We're diving into a coin that might just be hiding in your pocket or drawer, waiting to make you a small fortune. That's right, we're talking about the 2021 D Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar coin. From its fascinating history to its astonishing value, this coin is more than just pocket change. So, let's explore why this quarter could be worth millions. The Washington quarter is one of the longest-running coins in U.S. history, first issued in 1932 to celebrate George Washington's 200th birthday. Since then, it has undergone various redesigns, with the most recent changes tied to the America the Beautiful series, which began in 2010-in 2021. The U.S. Mint continued its tribute to our national parks with the final coin in this series, featuring the national mammal of the United States, the bison. The 2021 D Mint Mark Washington Quarter features a beautifully detailed design of this majestic animal. But that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to its value. Now, let's talk about the 2021 D Mint Mark Washington Quarter's value. What makes this coin so special? Well, first off, it was minted in Denver, which is where the D Mint mark comes from. But what really sets this coin apart is its rarity. The U.S. Mint's production was impacted by the global pandemic, which led to some interesting minting anomalies and lower than usual production numbers. As a result, some 2021 D Mint quarters were produced in smaller quantities, making them highly sought after by collectors. So, why are some of these quarters worth millions? The answer lies in a few key factors. Rare errors, like off-center strikes or double die variations, make specific coins much more valuable than their counterparts. A small mistake in minting could mean thousands or even millions of dollars in potential worth. For example, some 2021 D Mint Washington quarters with unique errors have already been sold for a significant markup at auctions. Coins that feature distinct variations, such as misaligned dies or unusual details, have been known to fetch prices in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, and in some cases, even reach the $1 million mark. One such example is a coin with an off-center strike, which could potentially be worth up to $1.5 million, depending on its condition. But don't worry, even if your 2021 D Washington Quarter doesn't have a rare error, it still holds significant value as a part of this limited series. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins from these historically meaningful sets. How can you tell if your 2021 D Mint Mark Washington Quarter is worth more than face value? The first step is to examine the coin closely. Look for any minting errors, such as misaligned dies, doubling on letters or numbers, or off-center strikes. You can also examine the quality of the coin. Coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition will always fetch a higher price. Next, consider the rarity of your coin. If you believe your quarter might have a rare error or if it is in uncirculated, mint condition, it's worth getting it professionally graded by a service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. This will help you determine its true market value. Now, you might be wondering, how do I sell my rare 2021 D Washington Quarter if I find one? There are several ways to get your coin into the hands of collectors. Online auction sites like eBay are great places to start, where you can auction off your coin to the highest bidder. You can also visit reputable coin dealers who specialize in rare coins and even consider sending your coin to a major auction house that deals in high-end numismatics. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, don't overlook the 2021 D Mint Washington Quarter. With its rich history, the potential for rare errors, and its ties to one of America's most iconic figures, it's a coin that's both valuable and fascinating. Who knows? You might just have a small fortune waiting for you in your pocket change. We're going to talk about a coin that might just be hiding in your change jar, the 1965 No Mint Mark Washington Quarter Dollar. This unassuming coin has quite a story behind it, and you won't believe how much it could be worth. Stick around to find out how this rare coin could be worth millions. Before we get into the details of the coin itself, let's take a step back in time. The 1965 Washington Quarter was part of a pivotal moment in U.S. coinage history. The mid-1960s were a time of major change for the U.S. Mint. In 1965, the U.S. government made the controversial decision to stop using silver in most of the nation's coins, including the quarter, to help combat a coin shortage caused by rising silver prices. Now, here's where things get interesting. Most quarters from this year were minted with a D or P mint mark, indicating where they were made, either at the Denver Mint or the Philadelphia Mint. However, there were a small number of 1,965 quarters that were struck without a mint mark. These are the ones that have captured the attention of collectors for years. You might be wondering, why is a missing mint mark such a big deal? Well, during this time, the U.S. Mint was dealing with a change in the way it handled coin production. Some coins were produced without a mint mark in an effort to streamline production and reduce costs. But the real mystery lies in how many of these coins were actually produced. The 1965 no-mint mark Washington quarter is so rare that it is believed that only a small number were made, though the exact figure is still debated among experts. This is where things get exciting for collectors. The rarity of these coins, combined with their historical significance, has led some to fetch jaw-dropping prices on the open market. In recent years, some 1965 no-mint mark quarters have sold at auctions for anywhere from $25,000 to a whopping $1 million or more, depending on their condition and rarity. One of the most notable sales was a quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition, which fetched nearly $1.2 million. So, what makes these coins so valuable? The condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its value. Coins that are in mint state, meaning they show little to no wear and retain sharp, clear details, will naturally command higher prices. In fact, a 1965 no-mint mark quarter that is graded MS-65 or higher could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not more. If you think you might have one of these rare 1965 no-mint mark quarters, it's important to have it professionally graded. A coin's grade helps determine its worth and whether it's considered a true gem of numismatics. The world of coin collecting is full of hidden treasures. While the 1965 no-mint mark Washington quarter is one of the most famous rare coins in recent years, there are many other coins that could be worth big money if you know what to look for. The history, the rarity, and the condition of a coin all contribute to its value. So, the next time you get some quarters in your change, don't just toss them aside. You could be holding onto a coin worth millions. Remember to check your 1965 quarters for that missing mint mark. And if you find one in exceptional condition, you may have just struck gold. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1965 no-mint mark Washington quarter, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin tips, history, and valuable insights. Who knows? Your next video might just reveal another hidden gem. We've got a truly exciting topic: the 1998 P-Mint mark Washington quarter-dollar coin. You might have heard about some rare quarters worth thousands or even millions, but did you know the 1998 P quarter is one of them? In this video, we'll dive into the history, the value, and how this coin can be worth a fortune. Let's start by taking a closer look at the 1998 P-Mint mark Washington quarter. This quarter was struck by the Philadelphia Mint and has an important place in U.S. coinage history. It's part of the Washington Quarter series, which was first introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington, our first president. However, the 1998 P quarter is special in its own way. In 1998, the U.S. Mint was still producing quarters with the standard Washington design, featuring the iconic portrait of Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. But what makes the 1998 P quarter truly stand out is its potential for rare variations, errors, and some incredible discoveries that have made it worth millions. Now, let's talk about value. At face value, the 1998 P quarter is worth just 25 cents. But some rare examples of this coin with errors or special features have been sold for far more. You're probably wondering, what makes this coin worth so much? One of the key factors that can drive the value of the 1998 P quarter into the millions is error coins. Misstrikes, double die obverse, and other minting errors are what collectors look for. These mistakes can create coins with unique characteristics that are highly sought after in the numismatic world. For example, some 1998 P quarters have been found with double dies on the obverse, where you can clearly see the doubling of Washington's features. These errors occur when the coin is struck multiple times, misaligning the die. It's incredibly rare, and when one of these error coins surfaces, collectors are willing to pay top dollar. One such error coin recently sold for over $100,000 at auction. But that's not all. Some have even gone for over $1 million. These error coins are extremely rare, which is why they can fetch such high prices. The rarer the error, the higher the value. But how do you spot a rare 1998 P quarter? Well, the first thing to look for is doubling. If you notice any unusual doubling on Washington's features, or on the date, it could be an error coin. You'll also want to check for misalignments or off-center strikes, which could also indicate a coin with significant value. Check out this example of a double die obverse. See how the doubling appears around Washington's nose and his eye? That's a sure sign that this coin could be worth a lot more than face value. So what's the takeaway? The 1998 P Mint Mark Washington $quarter coin, in its basic form, is just like any other quarter worth 25 cents. But if you're lucky enough to find one with a minting error, like double dies or a misstrike, your quarter could potentially be worth millions of dollars. It's a coin worth keeping an eye on, whether you're a collector or just starting out. If you're serious about finding these valuable coins, be sure to look closely at your 1998 P quarters and keep an eye on auctions. You never know. You could be holding a coin that's worth a small fortune. Did you enjoy learning about the 1998 P quarter dollar? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video on rare coins that could be worth millions. Leave a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or if you've got any tips for collectors. We're diving deep into a special coin from 1989. Yes, the 1989 P Mint Mark Washington quarter. This seemingly ordinary coin has a rich history, and you'll be surprised to learn just how much it's worth today. In fact, some of these coins are worth millions of dollars. Let's break down everything you need to know, from its historical background to its incredible value. Stay tuned. First, let's start with the history of the 1989 Washington quarter. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. For most of its history, the design featured a profile of Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. But in 1932, the original coin was updated, keeping Washington's likeness but featuring a bald eagle on the reverse. By the time we hit 1989, the coin had undergone several modifications, with the most recent design being a 30th anniversary change that continued the portrayal of Washington's face, but with slight changes in the eagle and the coin's layout. The P Mint mark on this coin stands for the Philadelphia Mint, where it was produced. Now, let's get into what makes these coins so valuable. On average, a circulated 1989 P Washington quarter is worth just face value, 25 cents. However, as with many coins, certain factors like condition and rarity can dramatically increase their value. Uncirculated coins, coins that have never been used in everyday transactions, are worth far more. For example, an uncirculated 1989 P Washington quarter could fetch up to $5 to $15 depending on its grade. However, things get even more exciting when you're talking about high-grade coins. Some 1989 P quarters in mint state grades of MS 65 or higher have sold for several $100s at auction. But that's just the beginning. Here's where things get mind-blowing. A 1989 P Washington quarter with a rare error, such as a double die obverse or off-center strike, can easily skyrocket in value. These coins, due to their extreme rarity, have been known to sell for thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. In fact, some 1989 P Washington quarters have fetched up to $50,000 to $100,000 when they come with these unique errors. And if you happen to have one that is a superb gem-quality coin, it could even break the $1 million mark, making it one of the most valuable Washington quarters out there. So, how do you find these treasures? Well, coin collectors and numismatists suggest checking your 1989 P quarters for signs of striking errors and unusual markings. Make sure to inspect the edges, the mint mark, and of course the overall strike quality. Coins that are well preserved, error-free, and have sharp details are more likely to be worth top dollar. Look closely at the lettering and design for double impressions. Coins that were misaligned during minting are rare and highly valuable. These occur when the die used to strike the coin is damaged. This could make your coin even more valuable. There you have it, the incredible 1989 P Washington $quarter coin, with a fascinating history and the potential to be worth millions of dollars if you have the right conditions or errors. If you're a collector, be sure to keep an eye out for these rare finds in your change or from your collection. Who knows? You might just have a priceless gem on your hands. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos on rare coins that could make you a fortune. And if you found a 1989 P Washington quarter or any other rare coin, Drop a comment below to let us know about your find. We're diving into one of the most fascinating Washington quarter coins ever minted, the 1995 D-Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar. You might be thinking, what's so special about this coin? Well, stick around because we're going to uncover its history, explore its value, and find out how it could be worth millions. Yes, you heard that right, millions. Let's get started. Cut to close-up of a 1995 D Washington quarter first. Let's talk about the history. The 1995 D Washington quarter was minted as part of the regular issue from the U.S. Mint, featuring George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. The D mint mark indicates it was struck in Denver, Colorado. This coin was produced as part of the regular quarter series, following the iconic design that had been in circulation since 1932. Show a historical shot of past quarter designs. 1995 was a big year for U.S. coinage. Not only did we see the regular quarter, but it was also the era of state quarters starting to take off. So, while the 1995 D Washington quarter wasn't the first to be part of the state quarter program, it's often overlooked because there were so many different designs coming out at the time. Cut to a close-up of a 1995 D Washington quarter next to a price guide. So, what is the value of this coin? Well, for most 1995 D Washington quarters in regular condition, you're looking at a value of just 25 cents. That's face value. But here's where it gets interesting. There are rare instances where certain 1995 D quarters can fetch way more than their face value. Let's dive into those. Now, while most of the 1995 D quarters aren't worth a fortune, some rare varieties and errors can be worth a lot more. For instance, certain 1995 D quarters have been found with unique die errors, one of the most notable being the wide AM variety. These coins have an interesting flaw where the letters A and M in America on the reverse are spaced unusually wide apart. This rare variety can make a coin worth thousands of dollars. Show a side-by-side of a normal and wide AM 1995 D quarter if you happen to stumble upon a 1995 D wide AM. Especially in excellent condition, you could be holding on to a small fortune. A well-preserved example can easily fetch up to $10,000 or more, depending on its grade. Host with a serious tone now, let's get into the big one, the $1 million coin. In 1995, there were rumors about some Washington quarters being accidentally struck on foreign planchets, specifically a thin layer of silver. These coins, known as silver-clad quarters, can be worth millions due to their rarity and the precious metal composition. Cut to a high-quality image of a silver-clad 1995 D Washington quarter. One of these coins recently sold at auction for nearly $3 million. This rare variety is incredibly difficult to find, but if you have one in your collection, you may just be sitting on a potential windfall. A true silver-clad 1995 D Washington quarter could be your ticket to a life-changing amount of money. Check the reverse of the coin for any unusual spacing between the letters A and M in America. This one is trickier, but a metal test or professional appraisal can confirm if the coin is made of silver. Always keep in mind, the condition of the coin is key. The higher the grade, the more it's worth. So, there you have it. The 1995 D Washington quarter might just seem like another ordinary coin, but as we've seen, there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Whether it's the rare wide AM error or the potential silver-clad coin worth millions, the 1995 D quarter is definitely one to keep an eye out for. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and insights. And, as always, if you have any 1995 D quarters or rare coins in your collection, let us know in the comments below. You might just have a treasure waiting to be discovered. Outro music fades in. We're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 2015 P-Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar coin. A coin that has intrigued collectors for years and, in some cases, is worth millions of dollars. You don't want to miss this. Cut to close-up of the 2015 P-Mint Mark Washington quarter. To truly understand the value of the 2015 P Washington quarter, we need to go back in time. As you may know, the Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. Since then, this iconic coin has seen a number of changes, including special designs and different mint marks. Cut to images of various Washington quarters throughout history. But in 2015, something unique happened. For the first time in over 75 years, the U.S. Mint released a Washington quarter with a P mint mark, and yes, you heard that right. This coin was minted in Philadelphia, which had not been the case since 1945. This was part of a special initiative to honor the Philadelphia Mint's long history and its role in U.S. coinage. Cut to a close-up of a 2015 P Washington quarter with a highlighted mint mark. Now, the 2015 P quarter isn't just any regular coin. It was released as part of the America the Beautiful series, showcasing national parks. The coin for 2015 features the Homestead National Monument of America in Nebraska. But it's the combination of its historical significance and the rare mint mark that really sets this coin apart. So, what makes the 2015 P Washington quarter so special? Well, it's all about rarity, condition, and demand. For many years, Philadelphia didn't mint quarters with the P mint mark. So when these coins came out, they were instantly sought after by collectors. But here's the kicker, it wasn't just the normal circulation coins that made waves. Some special variations and errors within the 2015 P series have turned this quarter into one of the most coveted pieces in modern U.S. coin collecting. Cut to images of error coins with notable features like double dies or missing details. One of the most exciting things about the 2015 P quarter is the possibility of finding rare error coins. Some of these coins feature double dies, where the design is duplicated on the face of the coin. These errors can push the value of a single quarter into the thousands or even millions of dollars. Now, let's talk about the big question. How much is a 2015 P Washington quarter actually worth? Well, most of the coins you find in your pocket change are going to be worth face value, which is just 25 cents. However, if you get lucky and find one of the rare error versions, it could fetch a pretty penny. Cut to close-up of a 2015 P quarter with error details highlighted. Take, for example, the rare 2015 P quarter with a double die error. These can be worth anywhere from $100 to several $1,000s, depending on the quality of the error and the condition of the coin. But here's where things get really interesting. Some of the most pristine, high-quality 2015 P quarters, especially those with the rarest errors, can be worth up to $1 million. That's right, some of these coins, if found in perfect condition with a significant minting error, are being valued at over $1 million. Okay, so how do you go about spotting a valuable 2015 P quarter? First, make sure to check the mint mark. You'll find it on the reverse side of the coin, just to the right of George Washington's bust. If it's a P, you're looking at a coin from the Philadelphia Mint. But don't stop there. Look closely for any unusual features that could indicate an error. Close-up of various 2015 P quarters, pointing out features to look for things like a double design, uneven lettering, or blurry details. And remember, the condition of the coin plays a major role in its value. Coins in mint state, which means no visible wear or damage, are the most valuable. So, you think you've got a valuable 2015 P Washington quarter? Well, it's time to get it appraised. You can take it to a certified numismatist or a local coin dealer who can give you a professional valuation. If you think it's a major find, you can even send it to professional grading services like PCGS or NGC to get it graded, which will increase its potential value even more. Cut to images of professional grading services and certified coin slabs. All right, coin enthusiasts, that wraps up today's look at the 2015 P Mint Mark Washington $quarter coin. A piece of history, a collector's dream, and possibly worth millions. Who knows? Be sure to keep an eye on your quarters and check for those rare errors. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more coin collecting tips and tricks. We're diving into one of the most fascinating coins from the 1990s, the 1995 P Mint Mark Washington $quarter. Not only is this coin part of an iconic series, but some of these quarters are worth millions of dollars. So, stick around as we explore the history, value, and the mind-blowing rarities behind the 1995 P quarter. First, let's talk about the history of the 1995 P Washington quarter. This coin was minted in Philadelphia, which is why you'll find the P Mint mark right on the front. The 1995 quarter was produced as part of the regular series, featuring the beloved portrait of George Washington on the obverse, with the reverse showing an eagle in flight, as designed by John Flanagan back in 1932. But what makes the 1995 P quarter stand out? Well, during the 1990s, the US Mint was pumping out billions of coins for circulation. The 1995 P quarter was one of those routine issues, and for most people, it's just a regular coin you might find in your pocket change. But, as with many coins, there are exceptions, and some of these exceptions can be worth a lot of money. Now, when it comes to value, most 1995 P quarters are worth around face value 25 cents. However, there are some rare and unique versions of this coin that can fetch prices well beyond the normal range. For example, if you come across a 1995 P Washington quarter with errors, you're in luck. Coins with errors like double dies, misprints, or off-center strikes can be worth a fortune. One of the most exciting discoveries in recent years was a 1995 P quarter with an incredibly rare double die error, where Washington's image was double-struck in the minting process. This type of error can send a coin's value soaring into the thousands of dollars or more, depending on the rarity and condition. In fact, certain 1995 P quarters with the right errors have been known to sell for as much as $10,000, $20,000, or even higher. And that's not all. If you find a specimen in perfect, uncirculated condition, you could be looking at a coin worth significantly more on the rare coin market. But here's where it gets really crazy. Some collectors are willing to pay millions of dollars for coins with rare attributes. A high-grade, flawless 1995 P quarter with unique errors could become a highly sought-after piece in auctions or private sales, attracting huge bids from serious collectors and investors alike. So, how can you tell if your 1995 P quarter is worth more than just 25 cents? Well, first, always inspect the coin closely for any unusual features. Look for things like double strikes, die cracks, or any imperfections that may indicate an error. And remember, the better the condition, the more valuable it becomes. A coin in mint or near-mint condition could easily skyrocket in price. Coin grading is a crucial part of determining a coin's value. To get the most accurate assessment, it's best to have a professional grading service, like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, evaluate your coin. This can help you understand whether it's truly a gem worth big money. So, the 1995 P Washington quarter may seem like a standard issue at first glance, but with the right combination of rarity, error, and condition, it could be worth millions of dollars. Keep an eye out for these valuable coins in your pocket change or coin collections. You never know. The next 1995 P quarter you come across could turn into your ticket to a small fortune. Hey coin collectors and enthusiasts, welcome back to the channel. If you're a fan of rare coins, today we've got something incredible for you. The 2000 D Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar. We're diving deep into its fascinating history, the value of these coins, and why some of them are worth millions. You won't want to miss this one. So hit that like button, and let's get started. Music fades out as the host transitions into the segment. Let's start with the basics. The Washington quarter. This coin was first minted in 1932 to honor George Washington, the first president of the United States. The design, featuring Washington's profile on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, has been iconic for generations. But we're focusing on one specific year, 2000, and more specifically, the D Mint Mark. Cut to close-up shots of a 2000 D Mint Mark Washington quarter. In 2000, the U.S. Mint produced several types of quarters as part of the 50-state quarters program, which began in 1999 and continued until 2008. The 2000 D Mint Mark, referring to coins minted at the Denver Mint, is part of the broader collection of coins celebrating each of the 50 states. Cut to visuals of the state quarters for 2000. In 2000, 3 state quarters were released: Delaware, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey. Each one of these had the standard Washington quarter design on the obverse, but with different state-themed reverses. But here's where things get interesting. While most of these coins are relatively easy to find, there are certain rare variations that can be worth a lot more than face value. So, what makes the 2000 D Washington quarter stand out from the rest? Well, there are a few key factors. First, the condition of the coin is crucial. A standard 2000D Washington quarter is worth just 25 cents, but if you happen to find one in pristine condition, especially if it's been preserved in a way that makes it almost flawless, its value can jump up significantly. Cut to visuals of a well-preserved 2000D Mint Mark Washington quarter. Some of these 2000D quarters are being sold for thousands of dollars at auction when they're in MS67 or higher condition. And if the coin has been graded higher than that, let's say MS68 or MS69, it can command prices well into the tens of thousands. Cut to visuals of graded coins with MS67 and higher. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. There are also some extremely rare errors in the 2000D Washington quarter. For example, some of these coins were struck with double dies, which can cause the design to appear faintly or boldly doubled. These error coins are highly sought after by collectors, and some of them have sold for millions of dollars. Now, let's talk about how you can find these valuable coins. First, you want to inspect the condition of the quarter. If it's still in great shape, you may want to get it professionally graded. If it's in a high grade, you've already got a potential winner. Cut to host demonstrating the process of examining a quarter with a magnifying glass. Next, check for those error types. Look for things like double die strikes or even off-center strikes. You'll notice the design elements, like the date or Washington's profile, might appear doubled or misaligned. If you spot something like this, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Cut to a close-up of a double die error coin being inspected under a magnifying glass. Another thing to keep in mind is how the coin is stored. If it's been in circulation for a long time, the wear and tear will dramatically affect its value. Always store your rare coins in proper holders or protective cases to preserve their value. So, what does the future hold for these coins? Well, the 2000D Washington quarter is already a well-established part of the U.S. Mint's history, and as more time passes, its rarity and significance will only increase. Cut to a chart showing the increasing value of rare 2000D Washington quarters over time. As collectors continue to seek out pristine examples and rare errors, we're likely to see these coins becoming even more valuable, especially as the 50-state quarters program becomes a piece of numismatic history. To wrap it up, the 2000D Washington quarter isn't just a standard coin in your pocket. With the right condition and the potential for rare errors, it could be worth thousands, if not millions, of dollars. So, the next time you're sifting through your spare change, be on the lookout for these hidden gems. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more coin collecting tips and insights. And as always, we're diving into a coin that might not immediately stand out, but holds a story and potential worth millions. The 2014 P Mint Mark Washington quarter. Stick around as we uncover its fascinating history, what makes it valuable, and how you could find one worth a small fortune. Text on screen, 2014 P Mint Mark Washington $quarter coins. History, value, and million-dollar worth. First, let's talk about the history of the 2014 P Mint Mark Washington quarter. The Washington quarter is one of America's most iconic coins. First issued in 1932 to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. But by 2014, this coin had gone through decades of changes, designs, and minting traditions. Throughout the years, the Washington quarter has been part of major coin series like the 50-state quarters, the America the Beautiful series, and the presidential $1 coin program. But in 2014, the P Mint Mark became an important milestone in the coin's legacy. In 2014, quarters were minted in Philadelphia, hence the P Mint Mark, part of the America the Beautiful series, which showcased the national parks. The coin depicted Great Smoky Mountains National Park in Tennessee, highlighting the park's diverse wildlife and stunning natural landscapes. The design of this quarter is simple yet beautiful, featuring George Washington's portrait on the obverse and the Great Smoky Mountains National Park on the reverse. The reverse shows a mature tulip poplar tree, symbolic of the Smoky Mountains, with the inscriptions Great Smoky Mountains and Tennessee. It's a tribute to this stunning national park and the importance of preserving America's natural beauty. Now, let's get to the exciting part. How much is this coin worth today? The 2014 P Washington quarter has a face value of just 25 cents, but certain versions of it can fetch much higher prices in the market. Some collectors are particularly interested in finding error coins, like those with misprints or unusual features. For example, a 2014 P quarter with double die errors could be worth up to $1,000 or more, depending on the severity and rarity of the error. Now, while most of these coins will be worth a few dollars at best, ungraded, proof, or mint state versions in pristine condition could potentially see a significant increase in value, sometimes in the hundreds of dollars. For example, uncirculated versions or proof coins from the US Mint can be sold for up to $20 or $30. And if you have a rare variety or error, those coins could reach thousands, or even millions of dollars in some extreme cases. So, how do you find a quarter that's worth more than its face value? First, start by looking for mint errors. Pay attention to unusual features like double dies, off-center strikes, or even die cracks. A coin with these characteristics can make a huge difference in value. Next, check for coins in mint state, coins that have no wear, scratches, or discoloration. Coins in top condition often fetch the highest prices, especially if they're graded by professional organizations like PCGS or NGC. The 2014 P Washington quarter may not seem as flashy as some of its predecessors, but it's an important part of the America the Beautiful series and holds historical significance. Plus, it's just another example of how even relatively modern coins can surprise collectors with hidden value. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, keep your eyes peeled for those special 2014 P Washington quarters. With a little luck and a keen eye, you might just stumble upon a coin that could be worth thousands or even millions. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and insights. Let us know in the comments if you found any rare coins in your collection or what other coins you want us to dive into next.